This is a Harley-Davidson. You can tell because it's very big and it's bright and there's lots of chrome and very loud. I say it's very loud, but that could all be about to change. I'll show what I mean. This is also a Harley-Davidson. It's called the Livewire and it's running. It's ready to go. Can't hear it? That's because it is a completely electric motorcycle. Now, an electric Harley-Davidson, I know what you're thinking, makes about as much sense as a country and western song with a happy ending. Just doesn't work. But don't write it off yet, because this electricity stuff is the future of not just Harley-Davidson, but the future of personal mobility overall. So here's how it works. The motor of the Livewire, as Harley calls the bike, is a 220 volt electric unit which is powered by a lithium-ion battery, sort of a supersized version of the battery in your smartphone. There's no need for a gearbox and therefore no clutch. The front brakes work off a hand lever like any other motorbike, and the rear brake is also in the traditional place. Beyond that though, the Livewire is also pretty normal to ride once you actually get it started, or enabled, or on standby, or whatever you want to call it. The Livewire charges from a normal household power point, and it takes about 3.5 hours to fully top up its batteries, at which point you've got a range of about 80 kilometres. But what you and I really want to know is what it's like to ride, so let's find out. There are two settings for the Livewire. The first is range mode, which limits the power a little, but extends the distance you can travel before the batteries are depleted. The second is power mode, and guess which one I've selected. Now, while it might seem odd, believe me when I tell you this thing is a rocket. It's not quite silent. There's a definite whine to it, which was built into it deliberately, I'm told. But it gets going like a good mid-sized sports bike. And because an electric motor makes its maximum torque at 0 revs, there's no waiting for the power to hit the back wheel. Cornering is pretty handy, and this is easily the sportiest, faster steering Harley-Davidson ever built. Aside from not having a clutch to pull in when you roll to a stop, the biggest thing to get your head around is the amount of engine braking available. When you roll off the throttle, instead of hitting the brakes to slow down, the electric motor automatically switches over to being a generator to recharge the batteries. And that load actually slows the bike very effectively. Riding normally, you really only need to use the actual brakes when coming to a complete stop. And you know what else? This is damn good fun. Forget what you think you know about electric vehicles. The Livewire will put a smile on your face. And if this really is the future, then us fun junkies have nothing to worry about. Harley-Davidson has no firm plans to produce the Livewire, and if it did, well, the price is anybody's guess. But it looks and feels pretty production ready to me. Now, if you're already a Harley-Davidson convert, you're probably shaking your head about all this, but trust me, in 20 or 30 years, the people buying Harley-Davidsons aren't going to be big bearded guys with tattoos. They're going to be people who've grown up with technology and who have no philosophical problem with electricity as a source of propulsion. And for those people, I reckon they're going to love bikes like the Livewire.